What's good, everybody, and welcome back to the Highlight Heatwave, y'all. Episode 16, hosted by the one and only King Tyson in the building, y'all. And last night, WWE Monday Night Raw was straight up chaos, y'all. Carnage and cinema, y'all. So we're talking about the Bloodline meltdowns, championship madness, and shocking upsets, y'all. In a main event segment that felt like a full-on Samoan, y'all, Civil War. It felt like a full-on Samoan Civil War. So buckle up, y'all. It's the Highlight Heatwave. So let's get straight to it. What's good, everybody, man? Welcome back to the Highlight Heatwave, man. Like I was saying earlier, I'm your host, King Tyson, man. So how was your weekend? You know, I got to start the segment off like that. How was your weekend? It was Mother's Day weekend, y'all. It was Mother's Day weekend. So hopefully y'all got y'all mothers, something nice and special on her special day, on her special day. All right. So hopefully the weekend was, successful, productive, and hopefully everything went your way, y'all. Hopefully everything went your freaking way, man. Well, hopefully everything went her way. All right. So look, man, we're on the road, y'all. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, man. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. I cannot say that enough. I need y'all help. I appreciate y'all. Matter of fact, Facebook is going up, YouTube is going up, and TikTok, man. I appreciate all of y'all for pulling up on me every week in every episode. So look, we got a next PLE to name, and that's the one and only The Clash in Italy, y'all. The Clash in Italy is the next PLE, May 31st, y'all. So we got to make sure we tune in for The Clash in Italy. Make sure we stay tuned for The Clash in Italy, y'all. It's going down, y'all. It is going down. So look, let's start the segment off where Raw was a war zone, y'all. Raw was a war zone. So look, last night on WWE Monday Night Raw in Knoxville delivered one of the wildest episodes of 2026, y'all. Roman Reigns tried to host an acknowledgement ceremony, and Jacob Fatu turned it into a massacre, y'all. He turned it into a straight up massacre. We're gonna talk more about that later on in the show, man. It went down. It was crazy. All right, but before we get into that destruction, y'all, let's run through the night match by match. Let's run through the night match by match. It went down. All right, let's do the match recaps and breakdown. All right, make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe. This is your boy King Tyson, the Highlight Heatwave. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the six-man tag, the Street Profits and Joe Henry versus The Vision, y'all. So look, The Vision, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and Braun Breaker opened up the show with Paul Heyman, y'all, talking about his usual talk, but Joe Henry pulled up with another disrespectful song, and the crowd ate it up, y'all. The crowd ate that shit all the way up. So look, this match was chaos from the jump. Seth Rollins popped out of nowhere. He intercepted Braun Breaker, and then Angelo Dawkins rolled up, pinned, Austin Theory for the freaking win. So like I said, the Street Profits won. The Street Profits and Joe Henry won, but it did not stop there, y'all. So right after the match, The Vision just went in on Angelo Dawkins, ass. But then, Seth Rollins stepped in. He stepped in and beat the shit out of Austin Theory. And also, he also beat the shit out of Braun Breaker. But Braun Breaker got a spear in off on Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford was not feeling that shit, y'all. So we're going to just have to see where this leads, y'all. We're going to have to see where this leads, because the storyline is heating up right now. So like I said, Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker is heating up right now, and the Street Profits now have a pin over the tag team champs, y'all. So do y'all see a title shot incoming? Do y'all see it? I think I see it at the Clash of Italy. It will be the Street Profits versus The Vision. All right, and also let's talk about Intercontinental Chaos, y'all. The IC Championship Chaos. So look, Penta, Ethan Page, Rusev, and Javon Evans. So Penta got confronted by Ethan Page and Rusev, but Javon Evans, y'all, jumped in and stole the spotlight. So look, y'all, then Javon Evans shocked the world by beating Rusev, cleaning it up with the OG cutter, man. He ended Rusev's ass. I won't say he ended him, but Rusev might have the last laugh, y'all. So look, the story impact, Javon Evans is rising fast, y'all. Put in the comments how y'all feeling. Do y'all believe that Javon Evans is rising faster than ever? All right. And also, Penta's title scene is getting crowded right now. I believe Penta's title scene is getting real crowded. We got, like I said, with Javon Evans, Ethan Page, Rusev, and then we got other, contenders as well that wants his championship. But we're gonna have to see, y'all. We're gonna have to see. Let's talk about Io Sky. Let's talk about Io Sky versus Sol Ruka. So Sol Ruka continues to impress, but Io Sky, y'all, countered the Soul Snatcher and rolled her ass right up, and Io Sky won the match, y'all. So put in the comments how y'all feeling about Io Sky. Io Sky is doing her thing right now. So big ups to Io Sky, man, for winning. Also, Sol Ruka is doing her thing. She's also from NXT. Like I said on the last episode, a lot of the NXT superstars are coming up there, showing up and showing out on the main rosters now. So big ups to Sol Ruka, Javon Evans, and all the other NXT superstars. Ethan Page, Trick Williams. We can't forget about Trick Williams. But anyway, let's keep it moving, y'all. How y'all feeling out there? Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button, y'all. We're on the way. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it together in 2026, all right? So let's go backstage, y'all. Backstage, Asuka shared her heartfelt moment with Io, telling her that she was proud, y'all. Io Sky did her thing at Backlash as well, winning over Asuka. So yeah, that was that, y'all. So put in the comments, y'all, what y'all want to see on the Highlight Heatwave. If y'all want to see something, we talk about something different, put in the comments how y'all feeling about the show, and I will get right back with you. I will get right back with you. All right, so let's go with Obafemi's, y'all, open challenge, y'all. And guess what? It turned into a 2-on-1 handicap match with Los Garza. Los Garza, I want to say they stepped up. Since nobody stepped up, y'all, since nobody stepped up on Monday Night Raw, Obafemi went backstage to go get Los Garza. They both was back there chilling with some ladies back there, and he had messed that up. Obafemi, you was cop blocking right there. I gotta say it right there. He was cop blocking. But anyway, Obafemi went back there to Los Garza, and they brought him out to the ring, and they got demolished, y'all. They got demolished, destroyed, obliterated. They got all the big words. They got destroyed. It was a straight up annihilation. Obafemi hit the fall from grace and stood tall, y'all. Obafemi is standing tall. So who y'all think is going to be Obafemi's next contender? Who's going to be his next contender for the open challenge? Because he's destroying everybody. All right, let's talk about the AAA Mega Championship, y'all. Dirty Dom, as we know, is the champion versus the OG El Grande Americano. So this match turned into a goddamn circus. Multiple Americano characters ran in. Chaos was everywhere, y'all. So Dirty Dom hit the 619, the Frog Splash combo to retain the championship, y'all. That shit was a total shit show. But like I said, Dirty Dom is still the AAA Mega Champion. So let's get into what we're here for. Let's get into what everybody's here for, and that's Roman Reigns' acknowledgement ceremony, y'all. The ceremony went down. All right. Let's talk about it. Roman Reigns came out, y'all. Roman Reigns came out demanding Knoxville to acknowledge him. Jimmy Uso stood by his side, but Jacob Fatu wasn't having any of it, y'all. So remember, remember backstage, Jey Uso was trying to prevent Jacob Fatu from coming, to the ring, but Jacob Fatu just snapped off. Jacob Fatu snapped off on Jey Uso, dropping his ass backstage, y'all. So, like I said, Jacob Fatu attacked everyone. Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and then finally Roman Reigns, y'all. He finally attacked Roman Reigns. So chair shot, y'all. He locked in the Tonga Death Grip and powerbomb Roman Reigns through the announce table, y'all. So then he held up the World Heavyweight Championship like it already belonged to him, y'all. Like it was already his. And he licked the championship. I was like, what the fuck is going on with Jacob Fatu, y'all? He licking championships now. I was like, oh, that was around people wasting shit. And people be putting around their waist when they naked and shit. Disgusting. He might end up being sick, y'all. He gonna end up being sick. But anyway, Jacob Fatu ended the show standing over the entire bloodline, y'all. He stood over the entire bloodline. Jacob Fatu just ran through the barricade. He just ran Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and Roman Reigns head through the barricade, y'all. So what is the come of this, y'all? What is the come of this? So look, Fatu is being built like an unstoppable monster right now. Also, Roman Reigns' control over the family is slipping. It's slipping real hard. So I don't know what the fuck Roman Reigns got going on. And also, a rematch feels like it's about to come, y'all. Do y'all feel a rematch coming? I feel it. I feel it coming. And I feel it's going to be dangerous. This is going to be a dangerous rematch right here. It's going to be dangerous for Roman Reigns. It's going to be dangerous for the Bloodline. It's going to be dangerous for the family, y'all. It's going to be straight up dangerous, all right? So look, man. So that was it, everybody. I appreciate everybody for pulling up on every week in every episode. That was Monday Night Raw recap right there. But before I fully end the show, look. So the Bloodline, I'm gonna end this last segment. The Bloodline is broken right here. The Bloodline is broken. So look, last night wasn't just a wrestling show. It was a family implosion. Like I was saying, it was a family implosion. Roman Reigns is losing control. The Usos are helpless. Jacob Fatu is a force of nature. And the WWE is clearly setting up one of the biggest Bloodline storylines since 2020, y'all. All right? So it went down. It went down on Monday Night Raw. All right. So that was that. All right. So let's get into the heat check. Let's get into the heat check. I got 5 heat check questions for y'all. All right. So let's get into it. Number 1, is Jacob Fatu being pushed too strong, y'all? Is Jacob Fatu pushed too strong, or is the WWE making him unstoppable, or is this exactly what the Bloodline needs? All right. Put in the comments. Put in the comments how y'all feeling. All right, let's move to the heat check. Let's go to number 2. Should Roman Reigns, y'all, should Roman Reigns still be the tribal chief? Or has he lost the locker room already and the family? Put in the comments. Has Roman Reigns lost the locker room and the family? Or should Roman Reigns still be the tribal chief? Let's keep it moving, y'all. The heat check number 3. Who deserves the next World Heavyweight Championship shot? All right, is it Jacob Fatu, Seth Rollins, or should it be somebody else? Put it in the comments right here on the Highlight Heatwave, the hottest show on YouTube, the hottest podcast. All right. Number 4, are the Street Profits ready for the tag team title run again? Put it in the comments, y'all. Or is the Vision still the top team? Are the Street Profits ready? I don't know, but I think they are. I think they're getting the pop that they need now, y'all. I think they get the pop that they need. All right. So the last and final question, y'all, before we end the show, is Javon Evans the next breakout star, y'all? Or did a win over Rusev prove he's ready for a mid-card title? Put it in the comments, y'all. Javon Evans is doing this thing. I think he's going to be the next breakout star, all right? So look, like I said on every week and every episode, man, we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, man. I appreciate everybody. I can't say that enough, man. I appreciate YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. I appreciate everybody for watching and commenting. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all hit that like button. All right? So look, so this is a little tease right here, y'all. The Highlight Heatwave episode 17 will break down the fallout predictions for the Clash in Italy and whether Roman Reigns can survive the new Samoan Storm, all right? Like I say on every week and every episode, y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here with the one and only King Tyson. I will see y'all on the next episode. I'm out.